Well, Jim, a great game if you were a neutral here, but what was it like being a manager out there?
I think most matches is probably a bit frustrating. I think the first half I thought we played very well and found myself a goal down at half time. I think we had 2 or 3 very good chances, and it was really a kind of instinctive opportunity that came up for United, and the boys took it very well. But I just said to the players that sometimes you just got to take those knocks, roll your sleeves up and come out in the second half, and we managed to get a goal early in the second half. But after that, I felt the game was, there was too many breakages and stoppages in play. I think both teams, counteracted each other, and it was a difficult match. But overall, I suppose if you're a goal down and you're away from home and against a team with a new manager, a point's not a bad result.
I've got to say that Peter McDonald's return to your team has been fantastic, because he led your line very, very well. Great distributor of the ball as well, and very strong.
Yeah, I mean, he's not the biggest guy in the world, but what he does is he knows how to use his body. He gets his body in front of defenders. His touch is great, and his awareness, and that's what we've brought to the club in terms of his game knowledge, and he finds space around about the box. I think if you look at the game over 90 minutes today, I think he scored one, should have scored another one where he lobbed the goalkeeper. Had another couple of shots that were either at the goalkeeper or around the goal, but in his first game and not knowing the players, that shows you the type of player he is. He's a threat, and as the players get to know him and he gets to know the players, hopefully he'll capitalise on a few more of the chances we create.
But it wasn't just about a one-man performance. The ball was being spread around very well, and you've got good overlapping wing-backs as well, who cause a lot of problems and will do for teams.
Yeah, well, it's a difficult one because you're away from home, and you've got, you take a risk if you push both full-backs forward, which we did do at times, and you take a risk that you'll get picked off. But it's the way we play. I think it suits our style, and as I said, in the first half in particular, I thought we'd done it very well. But the second half, as I said, was a much more even contest. We had to just dig in at times. Grant Adam had a terrific save in the dying seconds of the match, or else we could have lost it. But as I said, we had 2 or 3 really good opportunities, particularly from set pieces in the second half. And overall, I'm disappointed we didn't get the 3 points, but the players put in a tremendous amount of effort. As did United. It was 2 teams totally committed, and as you said, you don't get neutrals at football matches really these days. And funny enough, I was just talking to Tosh McKinley, my pal Tosh, who came down to the game, who is a neutral, and said he thoroughly enjoyed the game. So maybe you're right, but you don't get too many of them.
Next week's a tough one for you. One to relish?
Yeah, I mean, against Dunfermline it'll be a real tough test, but every game, I don't think it'll be any tougher than today's game, that's for sure. Every game is tough, every game is competitive, and every team is capable of winning in this division. It's such a cutthroat division, but we'll go there and we'll play with normal style, and hopefully that'll be good enough to get all 3 points.
Thanks, Jim. Well, Ian, your first match at Somerset Park with the team, how did you feel that it had gone?
Well, I don't think anybody was at the game could say that our players didn't give everything, because they gave absolutely everything. I thought there's still a bit of lack of confidence, because there's a few decent footballers, good footballers, who eventually we want to be able to move the ball about the pitch and pass the ball nice and early and move teams around. And when they did that, they looked a really, really decent team. And the most pleasing thing for me was how we finished the game in the last 10-15 minutes. We looked like the team that were going to win it. The thing that disappointed, the goal, it was a terrible goal, but to lose at 30 seconds or a minute into the second half after setting up to try and keep it tight for the first 5-10 minutes and then go and get the second one, we had all the advantage there, and we gave away a silly one and gave Morton the impetus for the next 10-15 minutes. But I think a draw was probably fair, but because we were ahead, we felt like just giving away a goal at that stage was poor.
As you said, the last 10-15 minutes nearly got a goal right on the stroke of time there.
Yeah, it was a really good chance that their goalie did well. I think he just caught it just before it was going over the line. So, yeah, I mean, that would have been nice, and I think the fans would have went to radio rental then if that went out. And they were great. They got behind the players, and the attendance was up. There was a bit of noise, that's 1,200 or whatever it was. Put another 800 onto that, and Somerset Park will be back to normal.
It took a short while just to get used to the new positionings today. Did you feel that in the early part of the game? But nearer the end, they looked like they were relishing the positions they were in.
Yeah, I don't think there was many. I think John Paul McGovern played in a different position, but Nicky's played centre-back before. Young Craig has played right wing-back, right back many times. That's just where he plays at Aberdeen. So, yeah, I mean, I think it suited them eventually, but it does take a little bit of time, and the centre-backs need to be a bit more confident in terms of taking the ball and using it. But a lot of positives. And you know, you turn away. You've got to remember this team hasn't won for whatever it is, 16, 17 games, and whilst it stopped the rot, you know, we felt we could have went and won the game.
Do you feel that still a bit weak up front? Donnelly ran his legs off though, went for absolutely everything. It was nice to see the way he linked up as well with Forrest.
Yes.
Again, playing not maybe his more natural position that we've seen him in.
Yeah, well, I thought young Forrest was excellent. I thought Donnelly was excellent. I thought they worked their socks off. Excellence perhaps too much, but this is a manager after a game, so I thought they played ever so well and they gave everything. We need a couple of strikers in for a bit of competition there. We need another centre back, we need another player. So, I mean, we still need players. I've got 14 days or whatever it is to get these boys in, and one or two maybe going out the door. So, there's still a lot to work to win before the end of January. And next week, obviously, is quite a big game.
Are you any closer to that forward? I know you were saying at Wednesday's meeting that you were looking for a forward and trying to get one very quickly.
I thought I might have had one on Friday, but it fell through because of money. I thought I had Peter McDonald, who scored for against us today, but that fell through because of money. We have Adam Blakeman. He could have played today, but he was at Hyde in the conference and came through the system at Bolton. And he's a left-sided player, left-side centre, left whatever. He would have probably played today, but his clearance didn't come through in time, so he'll be here for next week.
Thanks again.